Hello students, welcome to Akadshala.
Today we are going to do assertion reasoning questions of chapter 1, Chemical Reactions and Equations, part 3.
But before starting today's session, it would be great if you like this video, share this video and subscribe to our channel Akadshala. This gives us a lot of motivation to keep creating these kind of videos for you all.
In these questions, the candidate is provided with a statement. This statement presents an opinion, a fact, or a comment. It is called as the assertion. The other statement is the reason. These two statements form a pair of reason and assertion statements. There may or may not be a relation between the two. The most common misconception is that the assertion is a statement and the reason has to be a defending statement or the cause for it. So let us start with the first question based on assertion reasoning. So the first question goes like this. It says, assertion. A complete chemical equation represents the reactants and products and their physical states symbolically. Reason says, in a combination reaction, two or more substances combine to form a new single substance. Now let us see what these statements are trying to say. This says that whenever we write any chemical equation, so it is always represented with the reactant, product, its physical states. Is it correct or not? Absolutely, it is correct. Now, for example, to justify, we know it and we have done so many examples also. For example, if I say, I write this example only, which is shown in the picture over here, like calcium oxide, which is what? Solid, reacts with water, which is liquid, gives you calcium hydroxide, which is what? Aqueous. And what is on the left hand side? Let us see. Reactant. I'm just taking one example. And there are many examples, you know it, children. Product. Now, whenever we see any equation, we always know that on the left hand side we have reactants, on the right hand side we have products, and the abbreviations, that is the physical states, are always indicated in the bracket. This is what the first statement is trying to say, that a complete chemical equation represents the reactant and the product and their physical states symbolically. Yes, this is absolutely true statement. The first one, that is assertion, I will write it true in the corner. So this is done from my side. Now the second, that is the reason, says, in a combination reaction, two or more substances combine to form a new single substance. Let us check. Oh, the equation which is written over here, I think this shows combination reaction. Exactly what it is saying. Example is here only in front of me. So that means it says two or more substances. Yes, I have two substances, or that too on the reactant side. And they both combine to form a product, and that too single, which is written in the statement. Absolutely true. So I find this statement also true. So I will write true. I have written this. Now I'm seeing that my both individual statements are true. So that means, but the reason statement is not showing any correct explanation of the assertion. Not at all. That means it is individually true, but it has nothing to do with the reason for assertion. So what I will do? I will check that which among the 4 options, which option I should choose. I will check and see, okay, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of the assertion. So which option? So I will choose B. So are you seeing, children, that it is not so easy that you will, read the 4 options and then you will do one correct option, tick mark, and then it is done. No. That means you have to do lot of work behind the scene. Always I tell you, that means to choose the best appropriate option, you need to do so much to go for the correct option. So always keep this thing in mind. Okay. Next question says, the decomposition reaction of silver chloride into silver and chlorine is an exothermic. Okay. Reason? Reactions in which energy is absorbed are known as endothermic reaction. Okay. Now you are seeing a pic over here. That means I have taken in a china dish, that is silver chloride, that is AgCl. And I told you there is a sun over here, and the heat of the sun, that means in the presence of sunlight, in the presence of light, this AgCl, of course, children, it is absolutely true in front of you. It will absorb the heat. Yes or no? It will absorb the heat. And then the reaction will take place, which you know it. That is AgCl in the presence of sunlight gives you Ag plus Cl2. Now we know when this silver chloride will absorb energy, then this reaction will take place. And when the energy is absorbed, we know it is said to be what, bache? It is said to be endothermic reaction. Now let us check the first statement, what it is saying. The decomposition reaction, yes, this is correct, decomposition, so it is going on, of silver chloride into silver and chlorine is an exothermic. No, not at all. Absolutely wrong statement. It is not exothermic, it is endothermic. So I will write in the corner for my reference that the first statement is coming out to be false. So I will write it for my reference. Okay, second statement. Reactions in which energy is absorbed are known as endothermic reaction. Yes, this is absolutely correct. So I will write it true because just now we said that the energy is absorbed and endothermic, and the reason statement is absolutely true. Okay, now I have the false statement for assertion and true statement for reason. Now let me see and check which option is the most appropriate so that I can choose out of this. Okay. Now I will keep on reading the statements. First is false, second is true. Yes or no? So I will choose that A is false, but R is true. So this option is D, absolutely most appropriate, and I've chosen out of 4 this statement. So this is the correct option, option D. So this is the way you have to go for, choosing the correct option. But again, I'm saying you need to do lot of work behind the scene. Okay, next question. After whitewashing the walls, a shiny white finish on walls is obtained after 2 to 3 days. Okay. Reason. Calcium oxide reacts with carbon dioxide to form calcium hydrogen carbonate, which gives white finish. Okay. Now, before going for this, this question, let me check what I know in this question. So let us see. First thing, you should know that what is used in whitewashing. Oh yes, I recall. Aqueous solution of calcium hydroxide. That is what? Slate lime, we say it. Yes or no? So this is CaOH whole twice and aqueous. Yes, I know this. And it is also known as slake lime. That also I know it. And I also know that how it is formed. This thing also know. I know it. So let me write it for my reference. Calcium oxide plus water gives you calcium hydroxide. Yes, I know it. Of course, it is aqueous. I know this also. And I know a lot of energy is also released. I know this also. I have great knowledge about this. Okay. And then they say after 2 or 3 days, what will happen, beta? That is, this calcium hydroxide, which was formed, will react with carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and the product formed will be calcium carbonate plus water. This also I know it. And one more thing I know, that this is precipitate formed. Which color? White. This also I know it very, very well. Yes. So, and this equation also shows that lime water turns milky when carbon dioxide is passed through it. That also I know it very well. So, now let me try to go for the, to solve the question. Okay. What does assertion says? Assertion says, after whitewashing the walls, a shiny white finish on walls is obtained after 2 to 3 days. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely correct. After solving all these things, I have come to the conclusion, yes, it is obtained after 2 to 3 days. Whitewash on the walls is obtained. That is, a shiny whitewash is obtained after 2 to 3 days. Yes. So I will write absolutely true for the first statement. I know this. Reason. Calcium oxide reacts with carbon dioxide to form calcium hydrogen carbonate, which gives white finish. What is the statement? Absolutely wrong. Not at all. This does not go. That means calcium oxide does not react with carbon dioxide. This is absolutely wrong statement written. So I will write in the corner over here, false. So now I have come to know about the two statements, that assertion is coming out to be true and reason is coming out to be false with my prior knowledge. So what should I choose among the four, the best appropriate option? So I will read all the options very carefully. My first is true and second is false. And this is also not the correct explanation of the assertion. Not at all. And individually also, this statement is wrong. So which option I should choose? Okay, I will go for option C. That is, A is true and but R is false. Finished. So this is the way you need to solve assertion reasoning questions with your prior knowledge, which is very, very essential. So you should be very thorough with your chapters, with your content, with your concept, children. Then only you will be able to solve these type of questions which will be coming in your coming up board examinations. So this is all for today, children. Please keep on revising. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless.